Right then, couldn't think of anything to tell you this week, so I'm going to do something made up half an hour ago. Actually, no, it's more than that because I had to charge the camera, which is one of the reasons that you might not see this till Saturday, for which I apologise. Basically, there's a thread on the Nerdfighter forum that's just loads of questions. It's a game, you have to answer one word, but I'm not going to do the one word answer thing because I want to actually tell you things about me instead of being cryptic and weird. So that's what I'm going to do, but to make it more interesting, I'm going to change shirt for answering the questions. So this is the question asking shirt, and I'll wear this shirt for answers. Can you speak any other languages? At school, in year 8, we had to choose between German and Spanish to keep studying, and I chose German. And everybody did French. And then at the end of year 9, we had to do at least one of French and the language we were doing. So for me, French and German, and I chose to do German, but not French. So I've got GCSE German, assuming that I pass, which I'd be really disappointed if I didn't. I really like it, but yeah, GCSE German. And also, my primary school, there were some pupils in my primary school who were deaf. And so all the assemblies and lessons and school plays were in sign language as well as English, British sign language. But the Americans and the French have similar alphabets and the British one's two-handed. I don't know any other sign languages at all. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. But yeah, sign language, I can hold a conversation. I'm not as good as when I was 11, and I'd like to get better. But that will probably be the subject of a future video, so I won't go into much detail. There's a lot more I could say. What's your favourite animal? I think it's a penguin, just because that's the first animal that comes into my head when someone asks me that question. But I also love cats. And golden eagles. Yes, I also love golden eagles just because they're so cool. They don't get much love. They go around killing things, but they're really majestic and powerful. If I could be any animal, I'd be a golden eagle. I know this is bad, but I couldn't be a vegetarian. I love meat. It tastes great. So I'd be happy as a carnivore. And you can flippin' fly, and they're so strong. It's so cool. So actually I think it's a golden eagle. But I also like penguins, cats, and sort of giraffes. They also come to mind, but I don't know why. Do you have a middle name? My middle name is Ruth. Also, first name in full is Joanna, but everyone just calls me Jo. Actually, some teachers at school, and actually some pupils, call me Jolie, because there are 4 Joes just in my year. All the other 3 are boys, though. That clears up some confusion, apart from when people think I'm a boy, which again I will make the subject of another video, because there's quite a few stories there. What's your opinion of maths? I like this question. I love maths. Seriously, like, it's my favourite subject, and I want to do it to, like, PhD level. I love maths and numbers. I think it's wonderful. I love maths! Are you left or right-handed? I'm right-handed. I write with this hand. I hold my knife with this hand. I use scissors in this hand. And I use this hand to put my watch on this hand. Because I don't have the motor skills in my left hand to try and put it on my right hand. What's your opinion of school? That's what I wrote in my planner when I was in year 7. I've mellowed out since then. I don't love it quite that much anymore. I've accepted what sort of normality, but I still enjoy being at school. What's your favourite word? This is going to make me sound like a serial killer. Is decapitated. But if you listen to it as a word, regardless of what it means, it just sounds cool. Decapitated. 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 You get the idea. If you're wondering what it means to have your head cut off. Do you like Sherlock? Yes, because he's so clever. Do you have any pets? These are our fish. We have 2. I don't think they have any names. Do they have names?
Survivor. Survivor. And Survivor 2.
Yes, they're very good at not dying, to be honest. It's quite
impressive.
This rabbit is technically my brother's. She's called Pickles. She's kind of sweet. And apparently quite shy. Out in the garden, we have these fish. We used to have quite a few more. We used to have an enormous one, like bigger than that orange one. About twice the size of the orange one. Like, you know, about half the width again and half the length again. Quite big. I don't know if that makes it twice the size, but you know, you get the idea. Big fish. But it died. We were on holiday and we got Mum on the phone, and it was funny because Dad usually looks after the fish. Yeah. So these are the outdoor fish. There's a fountain. Oh, it's not on. That's a shame. We did have tadpoles, and we had 2 frogs who laid eggs, spawned, and we had tadpoles, but they appear to have either died or died because we didn't get any more frogs. So that's those answered. Oh yeah, And last week I forgot to put any information about other places you can find me in the, what I'm going to call the underbar. In the underbar I'll put links to places. See you next week!